Good evening, you guys. We are here. We are live. We are excited. We're getting ready to share some amazing financial information from. So, the person that I'm about to bring to the stage, you know what, you guys? This person has been doing what he does for over 13 years. Can you imagine? That's a long time. This person that I'm going to bring to the stage knows 100% of the facts. The best part, he loves having fun doing this. And guess what, you guys? Here's a little secret. He has helped me, my friends, and a whole bunch of people make a whole bunch of money. So, if that sounds like somebody you want to hear from tonight, guess what? You're in for a treat. Without further ado, I'm going to hand the virtual microphone to none other than Mr. CEO Map himself, Mr. Bernard Ponder. Welcome.
Hey, welcome. Thank you for that amazing introduction, Ms. Burton. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can see you.
All right.
Perfect.
You know, me, I'm low tech things, but I definitely like to talk high tech. But before we actually move forward, definitely have to give it back to our co-host. And if you can stick around, ladies and gentlemen, the lady you just heard from has over 28 years of accounting, has her own tax and business advising company, and has actually partnered with us with the information that we're going to share with you when it comes to these 5 steps to wealth that our team, that our company, and that the industry utilizes to help people improve their lifestyle and legacy through conversation. So, Ms. Burton, if anybody needs that round of applause, you're definitely that person. Before I begin, is it safe to say you can see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
All right. Like I said, I actually am a person who does have a little challenge sometimes with technical things, but I want to make sure that we do give everybody the best overview that actually can be seen. Like she said, my name is Bernard Ponder. I grew up on a traditional way of thinking. That just simply means go to school, get some amazing grades, go to college, and graduate and get that quote unquote good job. I did do that to a certain extent. Went to one of the best HBCUs in the whole entire world, Florida A&M University, where I studied broadcast journalism, TV, and radio, and I minored in music productions. But along my journey, I had some roller coasters. I had some ups, I've had some downs. But most importantly, I found some like-minded people who were actually very serious about putting time and money in place, because I saw in corporate, I saw in so many different areas of life where people actually had some time on their hands with no money, and some people I saw that had money with no time. And by actually connecting with people in this trillion-dollar industry of generating wealth, I actually found a nice comfort spot for myself and so many other people. So what I'm going to actually do at this current moment is I want to share with you guys our team. I did start my own team called the Creation Economy Finance, and we teach personal and business development strategies. But most importantly, I'm actually a member of the Extradition movement. Our whole focus is to help people improve their lifestyle and legacy one digit at a time. Because right now, by doing that, it allows people to change the conversations at the dinner table. See, the thing is, me and Ms. Burton are just like you guys. Most of us are students, employees, business owners, and even salute to the military people. But of course, there are some challenges along the way. How many people agree that most students actually average cost maybe pay about $28,000-$30,000 a year when it comes to student loans or even just semester? Is that safe to say?
Yes.
Most employees' average salary is less than $60,000. A lot of business owners, and you guys know, it takes that 2 to 3 year time to actually hit that return, right? And even when we're talking about military people, it takes at least a tenure of at least 20 years to be able to get that so-called pension or get to that financial position that a lot of people actually really want to be in. But when we look at this thing, think about a student. $38,000 a year. Is that a lot of money, Ms. Burton, for education?
Yeah, that's average, you know.
And that's about average. I mean, at FAMU is about around that age, or a little bit, maybe a little bit less, but it's right around that thing is. But the average, let's say what we should say, total $250,000, $500,000. A lot of people end up having in student loan debt over time. A lot of people, when it comes to employees, retire at the age of 67. You need to have at least 600,000 set aside to be able to retire comfortably these days, Ms. Burton. And during the tax season, is it safe to say that's some of the plans that you guys work towards? Having them have nice assets and cash flow?
Absolutely. Got to have a financial game plan.
Absolutely. But the key thing is that even when some of you guys who are business owners like ourselves, in that 2 to 3 year time, 20 to 70% people fail within the first 10 years. And not even mention military. We already know the sacrifices anybody in military actually takes on. And we definitely appreciate you because we understand that you guys have to take time away from your family and you guys are exposed to danger. So no matter if you're a student all the way to military, this conversation about your legacy, about your lifestyle, is to focus on helping you have more freedom, options, possibilities, and be able to have a little bit more decisions in where you're going in life. So a lot of people ask, what do we do? And this is three things. We get paid daily, weekly, and monthly, and we do that by helping you with your lifestyle, your luxury, and your legacy. And I want you to think about that. Which of those three things, or all three, is something that's most important to you right now as we start the second quarter of 2025? See, when it comes to your lifestyle, we help you keep more of your money. When it comes to your luxury, we help you make more money. And specifically for you all who are focused on your legacy, we want to show you guys how we're helping people make money. So the key thing is, a lot of people always ask, what are you guys offering? What are you guys referring? Our lifestyle and legacy membership. Can somebody write that in the comment section? I know we're on Facebook. I know we're on YouTube. Put that in the comment section. A lifestyle and legacy membership. Our product is $100 one time, and you get a full home-based business. Ms. Burton, can you talk to people about the benefits of just having a home-based business and some of the things that comes with that?
Absolutely. See, when you pair that home-based business to, let's just say you work every day, so you're 9 to 5, so you get something what we at the end of the year call a W-2, right? By pairing this home-based business with a W-2, you automatically qualify for over 470 plus tax write-off, tax deduction. See, without that, you know what? You have bills. By adding the home-based business, now guess what? You have expenses. And expenses, guess what, Mr. Ponder, comes into what we like to say is tax deductions. So, you know what? It's a way of living. You know, these secrets are not, they're not secrets anymore because the wealthy has been using these strategies forever. So with the home-based business, we utilize it because we're able to shift this money right back to you and your household. And like he said, that one-time opportunity of $100 and pairing it with the membership, chef kiss. It's just an added cherry on top.
Chef kiss. The membership side, though, actually is only $149 per month. Times 12. Can you give us a little bit about investing and profit side of what's $149 a month and pairing that with a home-based business and a person who works a job full-time or part-time? How does that kind of help with shifting money back to them?
See, what it is now, so if you look at it on a yearly basis, so if you take your membership and you weigh it in times 12, and that's about $1,800. See, Mr. Ponder, the way the membership works is now that $1,800 becomes an investment. And now where we work with, what we like to say, you work with on the first level. So the membership allows now if you have credit issues, now if you have, debt issues, we work with you on those levels. But Mr. Ponder, is it safe to say everybody's not on level one?
Mm-hmm.
If the membership, it allows you to explore things on the next level side. And next level strategy, guess what? It just get better and better, Absolutely.
Mm. So the key thing is your house or apartment is all you need. How many people actually live somewhere? And does that somewhere end up being an apartment or even a house? The key thing is what we want to show you guys is how to stop losing $600 plus per month. See, Miss Burton, most people was taught that traditional way of thinking. Go to school, get some good grades, go to college, and get that great quote unquote good job. But the key thing is about getting a job is that's a W-2. Anybody who actually has a W-2 by default is taxed 28 to 33%, no matter what. But the key thing is a lot of us want to get to the other side, which is capital gains, which is taxed less than 15%. But Ms. Burton, what's the secret cheat code to getting from a 28 or 30% high tax yield down to 15%? What is that thing you got to put in the middle that actually gets you there?
That home-based business, because by default, Mr. Ponder, you're at least able to reduce that down 10%. See, with the right tax professional, that 10% goes up and up and up and up. That's why there's a range from 18 to 23. See, it just depends on what strategies you use. So absolutely, there's no way. Would you throw $600 out of your car every day, every month?
Mm.
See, without that home-based business, it's like you're throwing away that per month. And over a period of time, guess what? That debt starts building up. You start using these credit cards before you know it. Guess what? You are, deep, 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 deep now in financial troubles.
Indeed. So this key thing here is that what does our membership include? And I like to actually want you guys to look at what goes up on the screen and what goes down. Ladies and gentlemen, we give a money back guarantee. Your spouse is included. So if like you guys see the taxes and debt and the bills going down, the liabilities going down, that's just not you. That's your spouse or loved one as well. And the key thing that we really like is you can cancel anytime. Our
Yep.
average buying power for that $149 per month is a minimum over $2,000 per month in return. How many places can we invest that we know of legally that we can invest $150 a month and yield $2,000 back every single month? See, when we do this with our membership, we can put people in position for private banking, precious metals, land, and a whole lot of assets that over time builds your credit as well. So this is what we want you to understand. With our partnership, our lifestyle and legacy membership includes some next level strategy, like Ms. Burton just said: private banking, purchasing land, precious metals. All the things that we hate to do, we got experts to do it for you. This is a good friend of ours who went from the military to multiple assets. This is Clovell. He's a veteran, two-star executive director with Make Wealth Real Financial, and he has one of the biggest silver collections with our precious metal depository, over 5 figures in assets. So now for those of you who need a cash infusion, right? Somebody write cash infusion in the comment section. It's optional, right? You can refer others to this lifestyle and legacy membership. See, the thing is, a lot of you guys are on the Zoom right now. Some of you guys are watching on social media and YouTube right now. But the key thing is that a picture is worth 1,000 words, but a video is worth 10 million. Yeah, a few hundred people are going to see this video today, but over years and in time, because you don't even have to be the expert. You don't even have to be the person sharing this information, right? Imagine you taking this 15, 20-minute conversation, sharing it with friends, and making hundreds or thousands of dollars from your own home-based business. That's $100 one time, and your membership, that's $149 every single month. So look at this. You can determine your own income. Do you think that most people know what their monthly overhead is, Ms. Burton?
I hope they do.
I hope they do, right? It's like, how much does your life cost? Like, right? Is it safe to say that most of us are exchanging time for dollar bills when we go to work?
Yep.
Most of the times when I work my job, it's still for just on bills for this week, or it kept me right just over road. But the key thing I want you guys to pay attention in our compensation plan is that we got three major positions: our executive director levels to help you guys read and understand this clearly. We have regional director positions, and we have national director positions. I like to break these things down into thirds. Our executive directors, with a minimum team of just 3 people, all the way up to over 180 people, you can earn anywhere from $5 to $150 per day. Most calendars have 30 days in it. So if you're looking at just 3 people in your organization or your team, that's $150 every single month. On the high end of our executive directors, that's over $4,500 a month. That's somebody's mortgage. That's somebody's car note. You see what I'm saying? But our regional director positions pay have team members of over 300 to over 1,800 people on their team. That's paying up to $30,000 per month, minimum $365,000 a year, and it doesn't stop there because we're partnering with people like Brian and Bean. And I'm going to introduce you guys to him in a few minutes because he's actually one of the people who created this presentation slide you guys are being blessed to be able to hear from. But at a minimum, 3,000 people on the team, that's $1,500 per day. That's over $45,000 per month, $500,000 plus a year. Ms. Burton, with the extra $1,500 per day, could you change your life?
Absolutely. It would definitely change anyone's life, that much money.
Indeed. So the key thing is that we get paid daily. You guys see before, my mentor, he was getting paid $1,000 a day. We all get this on our phone and our text message at 5 p.m. Eastern time. You guys see it anywhere from $5 per day. What did it say? All the way up to $15,000 per day. This compensation plan in the biggest industry in the world that has proven to create the most millionaires and billionaires in the world pays $5.4 million per year. Brian and Bean got a chance to get promoted and now earn $1,500 every single month. This is just a piece of how sharing the power of a home-based business that reduces your taxes can pay you a legacy bonus of $30 to $150 per person who joins your organization all across the country while you're at work, or while you're helping out with your kids, or while you're in a business meeting for whatever other business that you already have. The daily guarantee. This screenshot here is over $1,500 in just 24 hours. Can you guys imagine people coming into your organization like a Mary, $30, Ronald, $30. You guys see Corey, he got $30. In the middle is daily guarantee. That means that $1,000 was coming in every single day. You got a Temple, came in $50. That's over $1,500 in one single day. You guys get to choose, right? My mentor said, I now make more money in a month than my degree paid him all year. And don't get this twisted. He's a business graduate from one of the best HBCUs in the whole entire world, Morehouse, right? So with that being said, you can track your lifestyle, your luxury, your legacy bonuses in real time just with our back office. It's $1 million state-of-the-art website that we actually have. And Ms. Burton, we got to, I know it's Aries season, right?
Right? It is.
And, you know, we got some special things coming up. And can you share a little bit about one of our mentors, Mr. Brian M. Bean, and some of the things that this compensation plan has been able to do for him?
Absolutely. If you're going to do it big, you're going to do it big. And if you're going to copy a right cat, you guys, this is the cat you want to copy. When I tell you this man is blazing in our company right now, he is the top earner. Right now, he just showed you his stuff. He showed you what look, every day at 5 o'clock what his phone actually shows. So the $1,500, with that, he was able to now add to his antique collection of cars. You see him standing right there in the upper left-hand corner. Right now, he's building at Bean Acres, a actual amphitheater. At the bottom, that's him at Bean Acres on the lake. When I tell you, he has a lodge, tree houses, multiple things. The freedom of options, like you said, the possibilities right now, it's unlimited. On top of that, he has a condo, you guys. He's international in Dubai. So when I tell you he takes his cash, Bernard uses his cash to buy assets, to generate more cash flow. See, he didn't take his cash and ball out or take his cash and buy trash. He bought things that now will build monies, passive income, residual income. That is the name of the game. That is how the wealthy has been doing it for years and years and years to come. See, that's how that works.
And here's a few of our Millionaire Residual Ring Club earners. Brian M. Bean, Christy Howard, the first female actually ring earner, and she created the ring for all the millionaires in Make Wealth Real Financial. She's currently one of those people who's paying all of her parents' bills, and that's one of the reasons why I got in the business, to be able to pay not only my bills, my parents' bills, because they actually sacrificed life for me, but also my kids' kids. People like Charles Ivory, Shayna Rollins, and Trevor Thompson are blazing trails in this company. So imagine this, you guys, as we get ready to close out. Imagine each item being sold separately, investing 3 figures and saving 4 figures, or investing 3 figures and making 5 figures. Never confuse cost with value. Please get me clear here. Ms. Burton, can you take this for us?
Absolutely. So like he was saying, if you're going to go out and pay for these services sold separately, we're just going to take a few, CPA services. That is what I offer. That is what I do. Guess what? It ranges from $750 to $1,500 a year. However, to me, that's on the low end. So we're just adding to it. A lot of people Mr. Ponder want help with their credit. See, credit restoration can range from anywhere from $5,000 to $3,000. Add that to it. And then you want to go and buy some land, but the land is just not any land. This is land that's bought wholesale. Take all these just multiple things together. Guess what, Mr. Ponder? They have a value over $100,000. So for just $249, You get this, you get this. I feel like Oprah, you know, when she was giving out the, you get a car, you get a car, you get a, the services are really where you need to be if you're truly serious. See, about 3 or 4 months ago, when people were raising their hands with these New Year resolutions and things like that, all these things that were going to get done, you know what? This one membership covers everything. And don't get it twisted. You don't have to overnight start working on everything. We like to say, eat the elephant one piece at a time.
That's
See?
real good. Never confuse cost with value, because everything she named on the left, that's how much it costs. It's about $10,000. But the value of having experts, somebody put that in the comment section. Experts. We
Yep.
have experts who do all of these things when it comes to debt to wealth program, credit restoration, land wholesale. That value is over $100,000, and you get a home-based business. In addition to all of those things she just named, we get free legal resources, right? So the thing is, it's unlimited amount of rewards. I know, Ms. Burton, you love these things a lot as well, but we offer so many different things. The key thing is our training, right? Everything rises and falls on leadership. And the key thing is we love to keep this simple. Write that in the comment section, because these are the 5 steps we utilize to helping most people increase their lifestyle and their legacy simply through conversation. Simple means shift more money, putting more money back in your pockets, increasing your cash flow, multiplying. We have about 4 or 5 different things that are giving double-digit returns for some of you guys who have 401ks, and you guys are looking to do a little bit more when the markets actually go up and down, right? But also protecting your assets. That's a very important thing. The LE means leverage everything. Leverage Zooms like this. Leverage experts like who we have, and having team members like Ms. Burton and myself who can help you build. So we do weekly Zoom meetings, regional conference, national conventions. You guys are going to see us posting about Game Changer in a few days, because we have so many different things going on that actually keeps feeding and fueling us to actually become better people. And our personal team, we got our own mobile app, y'all. So with that being said, make a decision for you guys in you and your future, because that's one of the things that we did. We already got a full team of financial experts working on our behalf. Miss Burton is looking at the Comma Club. We actually looking at helping our children actually be in the Comma Club and actually build estates and so many different things for our kids to come. But if you're mad at your situation, that means MAD, make a different decision, right? Because right now you can choose to actually take some of this, or you want to take all of it like majority of us did. So if you want some of this, text the person who actually invited you to learn more about this. Hey, I'm a number 2. That means you want the membership only, and you actually get advantage of our whole team of financial experts who are going to work on your behalf. They're going to give the calls for your debt. They're going to work on the credit. You can actually start consulting tonight on actually investing into precious metals, land banking, or even our Trust My Assets program, but you don't want the compensation. You don't want the tax breaks of the home-based business from going from 28 to 30% on your taxes being charged down to 20% or less. But most people actually want to lower their taxes. They want to actually capitalize on what the wealthy are doing, have been doing for all of their lives, and they're number 1. For $100 upgrade, somebody put that in the comment section, because it's just $100. I know a lot of times we spend that on gas, for you guys who don't have electric vehicles, right? But you guys spend $100 every 2 or 3 days on gas alone, not to mention the inflated prices on stuff, eggs, for every 2 weeks or so. You guys get a home-based business with a value of over $100,000. So I don't want to actually bore anybody else, man. Make a decision. But most importantly, get back with the person who invited you to learn this information with us. Start working on your lifestyle. Let's start working on your legacy together, because you can go fast by yourself doing these things individually and paying the cost, but missing out on the value of having a team that works on your behalf and cares about your future. So with that being said, I am Bedard Pundit, 3-star executive director of the Create Your Own Economy Financing team. I love you guys. Ms. Burton, we thank you for actually co-hosting with us. Will you come join us next week as well?
Absolutely.
Hey, let's invite them to come learn with us as well next week. See you guys on the next Zoom. Don't have too much fun without us. We'll see you on the beaches of the world or the bank, because we just showed you how to. See you soon.
Bye.